Good morning, children. Hello, how are you, everybody? Hope you all will be good. And this is sixth standard, the continuation of our fifth chapter, that is separation of the substances. In the previous four videos, we studied about different methods for separation of substances. Now, this is the last topic of the same chapter. So, everybody, open the book, page number 42. Pencil in your hands, everybody. And now, we will start reading the chapter. लास्ट टाइम वेयर हैव वी रीच्ड, कहाँ पहुँचे थे हम लोग लास्ट टाइम? यस, हाँ, हियर. कैन वाटर डिजॉल्व एनी अमाउंट ऑफ ए सब्सटेंस? पानी है, उसमें जितना भी कोई भी सब्सटेंस हम कितनी भी मात्रा में डालें तो क्या वो पानी वो सब के सब वो सब्सटेंस है वो पिघला देता है? In chapter 4, we found that many substances dissolve in water and forms a solution. We say that these substances are soluble in water. What will happen if we go on adding more and more of these substances to a fixed quantity of water? So children, in chapter 4 we studied that substances can be dissolved in water. The example that of substances that dissolves in water are sugar, salt. This type of substances gets dissolved in water. But children, if suppose let us take an example, if a glass is filled with water, or maybe half of the glass is filled with water, and we are just trying to dissolve the salt in it or sugar in it, then if we will dissolve, if we take 1 teaspoonful of salt, that will dissolve 2, that will dissolve 3, 4, 5, 6. As we go on increasing the amount of that substances that is to be dissolved in water, will all the quantity of that substance get soluble in water? Will that be dissolved in water? Here, let us see activity 8 so that we can know more about the solution. You will need a beaker or a small pan, a spoon, salt and water. Pour half a cup of water in the beaker, add 1 teaspoonful of salt and stir it well until the salt dissolves completely. Again add a teaspoonful of salt and stir well. Go on adding salt 1 teaspoonful at a time and stir. So children, here we have to perform an experiment. You can do it this experiment by yourself also. What you have to do is you have to get a small pan, a spoon, salt and some water. Then what you have to do is you have to pour half a cup of water in the beaker. उसको उसमें 1 चम्मच भर के नमक डालना है. Stir it well. Stir, that is उसको अच्छे से उसमें पिघलाने का है. And then what will you find? The salt will dissolve completely. Now what you have to do, you have to again add a teaspoonful of salt. उसमें थोड़ा और नमक ले लो, दूसरी वाली चम्मच भर के ले लो और उसमें वो पिघला दो. ऐसे कैसे करके you have to go on adding salt 1 teaspoonful at a time and stir. एक एक चम्मच भर भर के उसमें डालते जाओ, एक एक चम्मच करके, और उसको उसमें पिघलाते जाओ. किस में? सॉल्ट को पानी में पिघलाते जाओ. After adding a few spoons of salt, do you find that some salt remains undissolved and settles at the bottom of the beaker? If yes, this means that no more salt can be dissolved in the amount of water we have taken. The solution is now said to be saturated. So children, up till some extent the salt will be dissolved in this water. Supposing let us take 9 to 10 teaspoonfuls of salt will get dissolved in this water, but after reaching a certain level the salt will stop dissolving in water. This means that no more salt can be dissolved in the amount of water. Now this solution, the solution that we have made by adding of salt to the water, this solution is known as saturated. Yes children, what is the meaning of saturated solution? The solution in which the amount can no more be dissolved is known as saturated solution. Am I clear, everybody? Okay. Now, here is a hint as to why it might have gone wrong when Paheli tried to recover large quantity of salt mixed with sand. Perhaps the quantity of salt mixed with sand perhaps the quantity of salt was much more than that required to form a saturated solution. So, Paheli was trying to dissolve the salt in the salt and sand along with the water, but what might have gone wrong? The quantity of salt was much more than that required to form a saturated solution. The undissolved salt would have remained mixed with the sand and could not be recovered. She could solve her problem by using a large quantity of water. अगर उसको ज़्यादा नमक उसमें salt उसमें पिघलाने का है, then what she will have to do? She have to add some more water to this mixture of salt and water. So by adding more water, the addition of the quantity of salt will again start dissolving in the water. But supposing children, if she is not having sufficient amount of water, then what will be done? सपोजिंग हमारे पास भी नहीं है, हमारे पास पानी कम है और नमक बहुत ज़्यादा है और हमें उस पूरे नमक को उसमें पिघलाने का है, किसमें? उस थोड़े से पानी में. देन व्हाट कैन बी डन? वेल, हियर there is given, suppose she did not have sufficient quantity of water to dissolve all the salt in the mixture. Is there some way that water could be made to dissolve more salt before the solution gets saturated? कोई है आपके पास आइडिया? कोई है आपके पास मेथड कि हम उसमें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सॉल्ट जो हमने उसमें पिघलाने का है, बिना ज़्यादा पानी ऐड किए हमें उस सॉल्ट को उसमें पिघला देने का है. डू यू हैव एनी आइडिया चिल्ड्रन? ओके, हियर इन दिस एक्टिविटी 9 they have given another method to dissolve much more quantity of salt in the same amount in the small amount of water. Let us see. Take some water in a beaker and mix salt in it until it cannot dissolve any more salt. This will give you a saturated solution of salt in water. Now add a small quantity of salt to this saturated solution and heat it. What do you find? What happens to the undissolved salt in the bottom of the beaker? Does it dissolve now? If yes, can some more salt be dissolved in this solution by heating it? Well, children, here in this activity they are saying that we have to give the heat in the solution of salt and water. But children, by the way, do you know what a solution is? Solution का meaning क्या होता है? Solution is a mixture of two or more substances. Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. And what is a saturated solution? Saturated solution का meaning क्या होता है? Can you define saturated solution? A saturated solution is one in which no more quantity of a substance can be dissolved at a fixed temperature. Yes, as I said here, supposing we are adding more salt in this water, at one level the water will stop dissolving in this water. A salt will stop dissolving in this water. So we will get the saturated solution. The salt solution is now said to be saturated at a specific temperature. Okay. Now, if the same solution we give heat to this solution, the salt will start dissolving in the water. Let this hot solution cool. Does the salt appear to settle at the bottom of the beaker again? The activity suggests that larger quantity of salt can be dissolved in water on heating. तो अभी इसको हमें हीट देनी है, गर्म करने का है, so that the salt will get dissolved in this water. Now we have to cool this solution. After cooling the solution, what do you think, children? Will that salt again be settled at the bottom? क्या लगता है आप लोगों को? Will we be able to find the salt at the bottom of the beaker again? No. The salt have completely dissolved in the water because we have provided heat to that solution. Okay? Am I clear, children? Okay. Now, moving on to page number 43. Does water dissolve equal amounts of different soluble substances? Let us find out. Supposing, yes children, here they are asking that water जो है पानी वो एक ही क्वांटिटी में सब सब्सटेंसेस डिसॉल्व करती है अपने अंदर. Supposing, let us take, if the water dissolves, if we dissolve 10 teaspoonful of salt in water, will 10 teaspoonful of sugar be dissolved in water? The same amount like salt can be dissolved in water. Here activity is given, we have to perform that activity so that we can get the answer. Take 2 glasses and pour half a cup of water in each of them. Add a teaspoon of salt to 1 glass and stir till the salt dissolves. Go on adding salt of 1 teaspoon at a time till the solution saturates. Record the number of spoons of salt that dissolved in the water in table 5.2. Now repeat the same activity with sugar. Repeat this with some other substances that are soluble in water. What do you notice from table 5.2? Do you find that water dissolves different substances in different amounts? So children, here we have to take two glasses in which we have to take water भरना है दोनों में, and we have to take 2 substances, one is salt and another is sugar, and we have to first of all add salt turn by turn, that is not turn by turn, we first of all we have to add only salt in 1 glass of water, step by step, that is first we'll add 1 spoon again second spoon, ऐसे बारी बारी करके हम लोगों को एक एक चम्मच उसमें सॉल्ट का ऐड करना है इस पानी में. ठीक है. एंड अनदर ग्लास, you don't stop until and unless this salt stops dissolving. जब तक वो सॉल्ट उसमें डिजॉल्व होते रहता है आप लोगों को उसमें टीस्पून फुल सॉल्ट ऐड करते रहना है. इन द सेम वे इन द अदर ग्लास you have to add sugar. Add a teaspoonful of sugar into the other beaker and stir it well. उसको अच्छे से उसमें पिघला देने का है. किसको? शुगर को. उस जो हमारा दूसरा ग्लास है पानी का भरा हुआ है उसमें हमें उसको मेल्ट कर देने का है. नाउ continue adding sugar 1 teaspoonful at a time till a saturated solution is formed. उसको हमें जैसे हम लोगों ने सॉल्ट से किया है उसी तरह से हम लोगों को शुगर में भी करना है. शुगर को भी हमें एक एक चम्मच करके बारी बारी से उसमें हमें पिघलाने का है उस पानी में. काउंट द नंबर ऑफ स्पून्स ऑफ शुगर एडेड एंड एंटर द वैल्यू इन द गिवन टेबल. अच्छा, अभी कितने चम्मच हम लोगों ने सॉल्ट ऐड किया एक ग्लास में और दूसरे ग्लास में हमने शुगर ऐड की, तो कितना कितना हम लोग ऐड कर सकते हैं वो हमें लिखना है. तो वो यहाँ पे जो टेबल दिया गया है, एज यू कैन सी एवरीबडी हियर टेबल 5.2 इज देयर. There is a table. The first column is about substances and another column is number of spoons of substance that dissolves in water. Supposing here salt may be dissolved, let us say 10 to 12 spoons of salt is dissolved here. 10 to 12. And sugar, let us say 8 to 10 teaspoonful of sugar is dissolved in second glass. So children, here in the starting of this page they asked us, does water dissolve equal amounts of different soluble substances? So children, water does not dissolve equal amount of substances in it. सॉल्ट है तो सॉल्ट वो डिज़ोल्व करता है 10 to 12 स्पून्स और मे बी मोर देन दैट. एंड शुगर, दिस इज जस्ट एन एग्जाम्पल अबाउट द टीस्पूनफुल. दिस, एज आई सेड, 10 to 12 teaspoonful of salt and 8 to 10 teaspoonful of sugar is dissolved. That is, sugar is less dissolved, amount of sugar is less dissolved than the amount of salt that is dissolved in water. I hope you might be clear. We have discussed a few methods of separating substances. Some of the methods of separation presented in this chapter are also used in a science laboratory. We also learned that a solution is prepared by dissolving a substance in a liquid. A solution is said to be saturated if it cannot dissolve more of the substance in it. So children, what is a solution? A solution is prepared by dissolving a substance in a liquid. Example, salt plus water, that becomes salt solution. Sugar plus water, that becomes sugar solution. A solution is said to be saturated if it cannot dissolve more of the substance in it. किसको बोलते हैं सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन? जब वो ज़्यादा क्वांटिटी उस चीज़ की उसमें अपने में डिज़ोल्व नहीं कर पाता, तब उसको बोलते हैं सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन. अ सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन इज सेड टू बी सैचुरेटेड इफ इट कैन नॉट डिज़ोल्व मोर ऑफ द सब्सटेंस इन इट. एम आई क्लियर एवरीबडी? ओके, नाउ कीवर्ड्स. यस, churning. What is churning? Yes, children, what is churning? The process of separating the components of a liquid by agitating it vigorously, by moving it vigorously is known as churning. जो हमारी टेक्स्ट बुक में जो हमारी टेक्स्ट बुक में चैप्टर जब स्टार्ट हुआ है तो उसमें दिया है ऑन द पेज नंबर 35, राइट साइड पे जो दिया है मशीन फिगर 5.2, दैट दे आर churning the milk or curd to get the butter, that is known as churning. Then comes condensation. Yes children, what is condensation? The process in which the water vapor is cooled changes again into liquid state. That means the cooling down process of water vapor is known as condensation. Then comes decantation. What is decantation? The process of pouring the upper clear liquid into another container without disturbing the sediments is known as decantation. Then comes evaporation. Evaporation is very easy. You are studying from so many years. What is evaporation? Yes, the process of converting water into water vapor is called evaporation. And what is filtration? As I said, sedimentation, decantation and filtration goes together. After decantation comes filtration. What is filtration? The process of separating insoluble solid particles from a liquid with the help of a filter is called filtration. And children, what is hand picking? याद करो, जब हमने चैप्टर शुरू किया था तब क्या आया था उसमें? पौवा, उपमा, बिरयानी, पुलाव, ये सब एग्जाम्पल्स दिए थे ना आपको. हाँ, so the components when of a mixture are separated by hand. That means the impurities of a components which can be separated with the help of our hand is known as hand picking. Am I clear everybody? Okay, now comes the saturated solution. What is saturated solution? Here the definition of saturated solution is given. A solution is said to be saturated if it cannot dissolve more of the substance in it. This is the definition of saturated solution. Now comes sedimentation. What is sedimentation? Settling down. Sedimentation, that is settling down. Settling down of heavier component of a mixture after adding water. Example of this sedimentation is sand plus water. उसको ऐसे ही रहने दोगे आप तो क्या होगा? जो सैंड है that will settle down. That is known as sedimentation. Now next comes sieving. What is sieving? Sieving is the process of separating the components of mixture using a sieve. Right? It is used for separating mixture of substances. It is used to take out the impurities that are of different sizes. Right? Then comes the solution. What is solution? A solution, here it is given, children. Here a solution is prepared by dissolving a substance in a liquid, that is known as solution. Okay. Now comes threshing. What is threshing? Yes, children, what is threshing? Yes, children, what is threshing? Threshing, come on, what is threshing? क्या एग्जाम्पल दिया था मैंने आपको threshing के लिए? Threshing, that means beating. That is known as threshing. Threshing is the process of separating grains from stalks by hitting them on a hard surface. Right? That is the separation of grains from the stalks. That is known as threshing. Threshing is done with the help of machines also. Then comes winnowing. What is the definition for winnowing? What do you mean by winnowing? Yes, the process of separating grains from husk with the help of wind is known as winnowing. As I said here, winnowing, the name suggests, that means the wind, wind ऐसा याद रखने का कि भाई जो wind के help से होता है, and to separate the husk from grains is known as winnowing. Am I clear, everybody? I hope you might have understood this chapter up till here. Now, in the next session, we will see about the summary. Till then, bye everybody. Take care.